welcome back to the channel and to week five of my big fat weight loss, big fat health journey, whichever you want to call it. I'm losing weight, I'm getting healthy, I'm doing it all. So I actually thought I'd struggled this week. I thought I'd struggled food-wise because I had a little bit of a blowout. Just one day. I managed to pull it back for the rest of the days, but I had a little bit of a blowout. I found the exercise incredibly tough this week. Started off tough and then kind of got easier towards the end of it. So maybe that's one of those things that everyone that starts a new exercise program has to go through, that we're going to have those times where it's just feeling like it's way more of a chore than it needs to be. But we got through it, and I thought I was going to be sitting here telling you guys that, you know, I didn't lose any weight this week and all the rest of it. I actually lost 1.5 pounds this week, even with a big, huge pizza blowout. So I am very, very, very pleased with that. And I have managed to walk, one second. It was 27.3 miles this week. 25 is what I need to walk every week to complete the mission on time. But I am obviously started out a little bit slower. Some weeks I'm going to be walking more, some weeks I'm going to be walking less. But I managed to get a little bit caught up. I'm going to pop a little link up here, or a picture up here, sorry. That is how far I have walked, and I have also managed to walk more than 100 miles so far, so I'm very, very pleased with that. 107 miles it is. So I mean, this week is a lot better than the last few weeks have been, and this is going to be a very, very, very short video. I have to do 3.5 rows this week on the blanket. I'm going to be showing you that every few weeks, and that is for the 20 miles. I've done more than 20 miles, but it hasn't quite rounded out to another row. So I've done that. I need to do 2 for the miles that I've walked, and I need to do 1.5 for the weight loss, which I'm very, very, very pleased about, actually. Just taking that step to eat. I've actually been eating 5 meals a day, so I've been splitting my breakfast and I've been splitting my lunch into 2 meals. So around 9 o'clock I've been having my first breakfast, around 11 o'clock I've been having second breakfast, I've been having first lunch around 1 o'clock and second lunch around 3 o'clock, and right now I'm realising that I'm actually sounding very, very, very much like a hobbit, but that's fine because hobbits are cool, so no problem whatsoever with that. Now, there is going to be no video for me next week, guys, because I am going to be over in Italy, actually in Italy, not having walked the whole way there, but we're going to be in Italy visiting the in-laws. So when you're visiting Italia, you're going to be eating lobster tails, you're going to be eating cannoli, you're going to be eating gelato, and you're going to be eating pizza. It's going to happen. So I may well come back here in a week or so, and 2 weeks actually from now, and say I've actually put a little bit of weight on. I don't care. I don't care. I don't get to go away very often, and if I actually put a little bit of weight on while I'm there, I don't care. But I will still be doing my walking. I will be getting out and about. Last time, the first few times I went to Italy, we only went places with Therry's parents, other than when we went into the centre of Milan on the train. But we were just like relaxing at home and all the rest of it. The last time I went, I actually started to explore the area a little bit, getting Freya out for walks, getting Alessia out for walks. So I will be continuing to doing that, probably walking down into town a couple of times by ourselves, having a look around the market, because if Therry's mum doesn't want to go to the market, she drives down just for us, whereas Therry can walk me there. I mean, it's not that far we can walk. I've walked into town before, I can definitely walk to the market. So we'll be doing things like that. I will be posting updates on Instagram, I will be posting updates on Twitter, I will be posting updates on the Discord as to what I am up to, because obviously I will not be streaming that week, but that's just the way it is. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys, and I'm just checking the time, this is going to be a very short video. The other thing that I was going to tell you guys is that I have decided that I'm going to be doing these updates once a fortnight. And the reason of that is basically because by the time I have got up and I've got Alessia to school on a Monday, and I've come home and I've done my housework and I've got my face on and I've sat down in front of a camera, I'm actually not having as much time to record my YouTube videos as I would like, because most of the morning is then gone. Takes me about 40 minutes or so to get my face on before I come on the camera and all that. I could have recorded an episode in that time. So what I'm going to be doing is, on the weeks that I'm not recording, I will be doing the whole week's recording. Sorry, let's backtrack. On the weeks that I'm not recording this, right, I'm going to be doing all my Sims videos, and then I'll be doing a couple of extra videos for the week ahead, right? And then the week after, I'll be recording this and the other 2 videos that are missing, rather than trying to cram everything in one go. It's just getting, because it's taking, the exercise bike is taking a lot longer than the treadmill, and I'm going to be on the exercise bike for at least the next 4 weeks. The doctor said I need to leave it that long for the ankle to completely heal, the foot to completely heal, before I get back on the treadmill. And it's taking about 2.5 hours a day for me to pedal as far as I need to pedal on the exercise bike. Whereas when I'm on the treadmill, I can do 4K in 40 minutes, which means I can do 8K in 80 minutes, right? Maybe I've slowed down a bit. What I'm probably going to do is split the time between the treadmill and the bike so that I'm working out different areas of my body. I'm also going to be maybe investing in a row machine so I can row some of it and work on my arms and my legs at the same time. I may get some small, tiny little weights just for exercising the arms with, but not heavy over the head, because I can't do those. I discussed that with you last week. I'm not allowed to do those. I'll discuss that with the doctor when I'm back with him, just to see if he would be okay with that. Maybe some little resistance weights for the ankles for while I'm pedaling, just to make me work that little bit harder. It won't increase the distance that I'm doing, because obviously I'm still pedaling, but I'm resisting a little bit more. I'll probably turn up the resistance on the exercise bike a little bit as well, you know, just so I'm having to work out that little bit more and keep on top of the weight loss and keep on top of bringing my blood pressure down. I don't know if my blood pressure's down or not. It takes a couple of weeks for meds to kick in and work. That means that it's going to be another week. By the time I'm back from Italy, I should be heading to the doctors to get a check done, and I'll be getting blood results and everything else at the same time. So that's where we're up to health-wise. Mental health-wise, I've actually had a fairly positive week. I have. A lot of that was due to the fact that I was given a copy of a game that I have been waiting for forever. Well, alright, about 3 months. Since I noticed this game, and I've been waiting for it on Steam. I've been waiting for the release date. There's been nothing about the release date, and then it's on Epic Store. It's already been released, and I didn't realise this. And I got given a free copy of it for review, and I was so excited. It just gave my mood. I know, like, those of you that aren't gamers don't get it. I get it. I do. I understand it. But for me, it was just like this huge yes, you know, and I'm going to get to play this game. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, really enjoyed playing it. I've been spending a little bit more time with the kids. I've been working on crochet blankets. I've been doing all those kind of things just to keep my headspace. When I've been exercising, my mood hasn't been great. I'll be honest with you. It has been a struggle. It has been a struggle. And I thought that I wasn't going to get much of a weight loss this week because I really struggled. And that big blowout, and I sat down and I had a chat with myself the next day and said, look, this happened, draw a line under it, get straight back on the bus, as we used to say at Swimming World, back on the bus, and start moving forward from that. So that is what I decided to do, and it's worked. Maybe a bit of a blowout every now and again. I mean, we've got to live, guys, we've got to live. So a blowout every now and again, and I had breakfast in town that week as well with my daughter. So I had breakfast in town, and then I'd have the pizza, and I actually had some ice cream that night as well. So I probably could have lost about 2.5 pounds this week if I hadn't had that blowout, but I am happy with 1.5 pounds. And the fact that I did have that blowout, and it hasn't affected me because I've been eating really, really healthily the rest of the time. I've been doing things like paella, and I've been doing lots of pastas, but I've been cooking my own sauces. And anybody that knows Italian cooking, this video is actually going to be longer than I thought, but that's fine. Anyone that knows, in the UK and in America as well, when people are making pasta sauces, they tend to use a lot of cream. And I remember making carbonara. My other half is Italian. And I remember making him carbonara, and he said it's very, very nice, but what is it? And I said, it's carbonara. And he's like, it's not carbonara. And I'm like, yeah, it is. It's carbonara. I'm pretty certain I know how to cook a carbonara. And he's like, but I'm Italian and I know how to cook a carbonara, and we do not use cream in our cooking. And I'm like, you don't use, how do you make it creamy then? And what they actually do is they use a tiny splash of milk, and then cheese makes up the rest of the sauce. So I cut back. I mean, I did use cheese, but I used Parmigiano rather than using cheddar. So there's less calories and things in that as well. Plus, when you grate, anyone that knows, you call it Parmesan, but you know, Parmigiano in Italian, anyone that understands, anyone that's used it knows that when you grate it, it goes very, very, very fine, so you get a lot of it for a small amount of weight. Which means you can use less of it than other cheeses when you're cooking. And I've been making things like Alfredo. I've been making a Mediterranean one, and it was tomato based with a tiny bit of cheese just to thicken the sauce up, rather than using flour or anything else like that. It gives it that creamy taste, but it doesn't, and it thickens the sauce, but it doesn't overload it because you're not putting cream in it. So I've been cooking things like that, Mexican rice, bolognese, And then when we've been eating meats, it's been lean meat. So it's been chicken breast, it's been 4% fat mince, it's been, you know, beef with the visible fat trimmed off. If I've eaten bacon, I've cut the fat off the bacon. Just little things like that are all the things that Slimming World taught me to do, and it's obviously working. And I did do it, like I said, the last few weeks, but my metabolism was very, very slow to kick in and start working again properly. I think we've turned a corner with that. I'm waking up and actually starting to feel hungry, whereas I usually wouldn't want to eat until about 2 hours after I'd been out of bed. I would have a coffee and that would be it for about 2 hours. I've actually been hungry when I've been waking up. So that's telling me my metabolism's starting to work the way it's supposed to work. And even if I haven't felt hungry, I've been, as soon as the little one's on that school bus, I've been coming home, and even if I haven't quite been feeling hungry, I've been having, even if it's just an apple or an orange, and I've been eating a huge amount of fruit and a huge amount of vegetables. So every plate that I have, every meal that I have is at least a third, if not a half of it, is vegetable and fruit. Even if I eat the fruit first and then start to eat the meal, or I really bulk up the meals that I'm making with a lot of extra vegetables, I choose to eat the vegetables on my plate before I eat anything else. That way, if I'm full, it's not the free food, the healthy food that I'm leaving. It's probably the potatoes that get left, you know, the starchier foods. So those are the changes that I've made. I haven't drank nearly enough water this week. I haven't. So that's something I need to work on. But I've rambled on for long enough for this video, guys. So just to recap, we've got 1.5 pounds off, and I have done 27.3 miles this week. Very, very, very pleased with myself, given that I did not think that there was going to be any weight loss. I will not be here next week, and then videos after that are going to be coming fortnightly. Stay strong, stay smiling, stay focused, and remember, if you have a bad day, it's one bad day. Don't turn it into a bad week. Don't turn it into a bad weekend. Accept that it was one bad day. Move forward. Stay positive. Ciao for now, guys. Ciao, ciao.